Name Essential Families. Website https://www.essentialfamilies.org. Primary contact Terry English Yancey, founder and CEO. Mailing address Essential Families, Midwest, Incorporated, 2409 Prospect Avenue, Suite 413, Kansas City, Missouri 64127. Phone 816-816-4140. Email grants@afamilies.org, maria@efamilies.org. Essential Families is a 100% data and AI-driven 501(c)(3) nonprofit founded in 2020 and headquartered in Kansas City, Missouri. Our mission is to close the digital divide and enable economic mobility for low-income families through integrated wraparound services delivered directly to their homes. Since inception, Essential Families has served 1,060 families through the Essential Economic Mobility Program, which integrates the Urban Institute's Upward Mobility Framework with economic mobility interventions, Essential Telehealth, offering 24/7 primary and mental telehealth services, and Essential Parenting Services, all delivered 24/7 to families' homes, which operates as the Amazon of social services and economic mobility. Our economic mobility workshops hold a 4.9 client satisfaction rating, and our digital case manager follow-up services maintain a 4.8 rating out of 5. Independent validation from UMKC's Dr. Brent Never confirms measurable outcomes across all 5 pillars of upward mobility. Essential Parenting, our parenting education and child development support program, provides 12 evidence-based educational sessions delivered 24/7 by trained essential parental educators to families with children birth through age 7, maintaining a 4.9 client satisfaction rating. Currently, 467 families remain on our Essential Parenting waitlist. This proposal seeks seed funding to conduct research and development, creating a replicable essential parenting model with national application, not to expand existing operations. 501(c)(3) Tax-exempt status and federal tax ID number. Essential Families is recognized by the IRS as a tax-exempt organization under Section 501(c)(3). Federal tax ID number 84-4124831. Total amount of the organization's annual budget. The total organizational operating budget for the current fiscal year is $259,000. Total amount of the grant request. Essential Families respectfully requests $75,000 in seed funding from the Caplan Foundation for Early Childhood. Amount and type of support being requested from all sources. For this first-year project, Essential Families is seeking a total project budget of $1,681,690, including $75,000 requested. Caplan Foundation for Early Childhood, seed funding for design, piloting, and evaluation. $20,000 from Shoemaker Foundation, confirmed funding from funder source for staff time and data infrastructure. $40,000 from Reach Health Foundation for KnowWvideo.ai. Pending requests to funder/source for complementary program costs, evaluation, stipends, materials, interpretation/translation, etc. In-kind contributions. Partner schools and early childhood centers providing space, outreach, and access to families. Title of the project and narrative description, 1,000 words or less. Nurturing Parenting, Integrated Parenting. Education and play-based learning for families with young children. Issues or needs to be addressed. Children from birth through age 7 are in a period of rapid brain development, when secure relationships, responsive caregiving, and rich opportunities for play and exploration shape lifelong outcomes. Many families served by Essential Families face intersecting challenges: poverty, unstable housing, traumatic stress, and limited access to quality early learning and healthcare that make it difficult to consistently provide the nurturing environments they want for their children. Parents often report feeling isolated, overwhelmed by competing demands, and unsure how to respond to developmental and behavioral concerns. Existing parenting education and early childhood supports are frequently siloed from the economic realities families face, Parents may receive information about best practices without the ongoing coaching, stress reduction, and concrete problem-solving support needed to apply those practices at home. There is a clear need for models that integrate evidence-based parenting education, play-based learning, and social-emotional supports with practical economic mobility coaching and systems navigation for families with children 0 to 7. Work to be performed. With support from the Caplan Foundation for Early Childhood, Essential Families will design, pilot, and evaluate an integrated parenting education and play lab embedded in our existing economic mobility program for parents of children ages 0 to 7 in Greater Kansas City, MO. The project will include co-design and curriculum development, months 1 to 3. We will convene a parent advisory group of caregivers with children 0 to 7 to co-design the content, delivery methods, and support structures for the project. We will adapt and integrate evidence-informed parenting content on developmental milestones, culturally responsive child-rearing practices, positive discipline, early literacy and numeracy, and social-emotional development into a modular curriculum aligned with families' life and economic goals. We will develop play-based learning modules and simple home activity kits that parents can use with their children, emphasizing imaginative play, language-rich interactions, and low-cost, easily replicable materials. Pilot implementation with parent cohorts, months 4 to 11. We will recruit 2 cohorts of 10 to 15 parents each, all with at least one child, age 0 to 7, referred through partners such as schools, early childhood centers, clinics, and community organizations. Parents will participate in a series of structured small group sessions, in-person and/or virtual, that combine developmental psychology, cultural child-rearing traditions, health and nutrition basics, stress management, and social-emotional coaching with hands-on parent-child play labs. Individualized coaching will help parents apply new strategies at home, connect to early learning and health resources, and address barriers such as childcare, transportation, and benefits access. Our AI-enabled platform will support the work by delivering tailored reminders, short learning nudges, and activity ideas while tracking participation, goals, and early outcomes. Learning and evaluation, months 6 to 12. We will collect baseline and follow-up data on parent knowledge, confidence, stress levels, and observed parenting practices, along with indicators of children's social-emotional skills and early learning behaviors. Qualitative data from parents, staff, and partners will document what works, what needs to be adapted for different cultural and linguistic groups, and what conditions are required for successful implementation. We will synthesize our findings into a practice brief and implementation toolkit that can be shared with practitioners and potential partners beyond our region. Anticipated outcomes. By the end of the first year, we anticipate increased parent knowledge of early childhood development and confidence in creating nurturing, predictable home environments for children, ages 0 to 7. More frequent positive parent-child interactions, including responsive communication, shared reading, and play-based learning activities at home. Reduced reported parenting stress and greater connection to peer support and community resources. Increased enrollment and sustained engagement of children in high-quality early learning environments where available. A clearly documented, replicable model that can be integrated into other economic mobility and family support programs and adapted for use in communities nationwide. Description of how the proposal fits the Foundation's program guidelines. This project directly aligns with the Caplan Foundation's 3 focus areas: parenting education, early childhood welfare, and early childhood education and play. It helps parents create nurturing environments by teaching developmental psychology, cultural child-rearing differences, health and nutrition basics, and strategies to support both children's and parents' cognitive and emotional well-being. It advances early childhood welfare by strengthening safe, stable, and responsive caregiving, and by helping families build the skills needed for social integration and success in a culturally diverse society. It improves early childhood education and play quality through the development and testing of innovative curricula, play-based activities, and learning environments that can be adapted for use in homes, early learning settings, and community programs. Because Essential Families already serves a large and diverse base of families and collaborates with schools, early childhood providers, and health partners, the proposed project is well positioned to generate insights and practices that will be of direct interest to other professionals in the field and to inform models with potential national application. Description of how the project and/or research is innovative in nature. The Nurturing Parenting Project is intentionally designed as an incubator of innovative practice. It brings together elements that are rarely fully integrated in a single model. The pairing of economic mobility coaching with intensive parenting education and play-based learning, acknowledging that parents' capacity to implement new practices depends on their broader economic and social stability. The embedding of parent-child play labs within a wraparound service framework, so that early childhood practice both informs and is informed by supports related to housing, employment, benefits, and health. The thoughtful use of AI-enabled tools to provide personalized, just-in-time parenting prompts, activity suggestions, and resource connections, while centering human relationships, trust, and culturally grounded practices. The co-design of curriculum and implementation strategies with parents themselves, particularly those from communities historically excluded from early childhood research and program design, challenging status quo assumptions and elevating lived expertise. With seed funding from the Caplan Foundation for Early Childhood, Essential Families will be able to design, pilot, and document this integrated approach in its first year, positioning it to attract additional funders, to be tested in other communities, and to contribute to the national conversation on how best to support families with young children.